It's me. So I just came up with this. If it's a stupid idea, tell me. If it's not a stupid idea, then tell me it's great. If it's stupid, just put stupid. If it's a good idea, put great down in the comments below. But I've been thinking about calling this video blog the weekly weigh-in, because I pretty much update you guys once a week what's going on. Give you a little tidbit of information once a week. So tell me what you think. If it's stupid, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Just tell me. Carbohydrates and proteins. Every diet has something different to say about carbohydrates and proteins, right? It just depends on which diet you're following. I found that you need both regardless. Your proteins are going to maintain your muscle, your skin, your hair, all that stuff, right? And your carbohydrates are going to support your brain, your heart, your kidneys, basically your internal organs. Now, without proteins, you lose muscle mass and you forfeit your ability to fight disease and infection. Without carbohydrates, your body will break down your proteins until they look like carbohydrates, and then that's going to produce muscle loss, as well as going to be an extra strain on your kidneys. So you need both in your diet. You can't just do one without the other. I mean, you could, but it's not healthy. Alright, so how many proteins do I need in a day? I'm getting mixed reviews. Some places say 60 to 80, some places say 60 to 100. So let's just say 60 to 100 grams of protein is what you need in a day. I personally think I need to incorporate more protein in my diet, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that. It's not like I can just, cook up 2 pieces of chicken. I have to pay for my chicken in the truck stop, and it can be expensive. But 60 to 100 grams, it sounds like a lot, but don't let it intimidate you, because really, ultimately, 3 ounces of meat is about the size of a deck of cards, and that's going to provide you with about 20 to 22 grams of protein. So you can eat a 12-ounce steak, and you've got your protein intake for the week, or for the day, not the week, the day. So where are you going to find your protein? You're going to find protein in meat, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, beans, nuts, and soybeans. Now, for your men, this is just a little side note. I don't know how accurate it is, but if I were a man, me personally, I'd stay away from the soy. Honestly, I would. I remember learning in school that, and this was way back when, 10 years ago, I remember learning in school that soy is one of those recommended products that they recommend for women going through menopause because of their high hormone levels of estrogen. I read recently that soy is pretty much the equivalent of 5 birth control pills. Now, I don't know how accurate that is. I read the part about recommended food for women going through menopause. I remember learning that in school when I was before I became a truck driver. I remember learning that. The part about it being equivalent to 5 birth control pills, I don't know how accurate that is. I did not research it. I don't know. But that if I was a man and I had man boobs, I'd be looking at which products I'm eating had soy in it, and if I was getting too much of it, because it makes you wonder, all those hormones in the foods, and I just stay away from the soy if I was a man. Me personally. Okay, carbohydrates. You got your simple carbohydrates, you got your complex carbohydrates, right? Simple carbohydrates are very simple. They're just sugar. Where are you going to find your simple carbohydrates? Fruit juices, sodas, sugars, corn syrup, honey, candy, stuff like that. Anything that's got corn syrup in it, and there's a lot of stuff out there that has corn syrup in it. Anything that has corn syrup in it, that is going to be a simple carbohydrate. Now, you got complex carbohydrates as well. Those are going to be richer in fiber. They've got more vitamins in them. They got nutrients in them. They're satisfying. They're going to make you stay full longer. They are harder to digest, therefore burn more energy, or not energy, but more calories to digest. Your simple carbohydrates are a quickest source of energy, and they are rapidly digested. So when you get a sugar high, that's basically what's happening. You get a sugar high, and you're going, and then you get digested, and then it's like, tired. Right? Well, with your complex carbohydrates, it'll get your sugar up there, your blood sugar up there, and then it's going to just kind of level off. Right? Alright. Because it's going to take longer for it to process. It's not going to just be a quick up and down. It's going to take longer, so it's going to be like that. Yeah. Now, where are you going to find your complex carbohydrates? You're going to find them in beans. You're going to find them in whole grains. You're going to find them in green vegetables. And when I say whole grains, I'm talking your steel-cut oatmeal, whole grain or multi-grain breads, 9-grain bread, whatever. If you're getting white bread, it's a simple carbohydrate. It's been processed so much that it has become simple. Alright, and that's one thing. Anything that's been processed a lot is simple. Anything that has not been processed, is still rough around the edges, so to speak, it's going to be more complex. And it's going to be harder for your body to digest. It'll be higher in fiber, all that stuff, right? So, that's the difference between your simple and your complex carbohydrates. How many of those in a day do you need? Pretty much about the same. 60 to 80 grams. And they build up a little bit more, so a little bit faster, so you don't have to eat as much, so to speak. Alright, now, your body, it can't tell the difference between carbohydrates and proteins. As a calorie, it can't tell the difference. All it knows is carbohydrate, let's support my internal organs. Protein, and support my muscle, skin, bones, hair. Alright? But as a carbohydrate or a protein calorie, your body can't distinguish it. A calorie is a calorie is a calorie, right? Eat fewer calories than you burn in a day, and you're going to lose weight regardless of what you eat. You can eat sugar all day long, and as long as it's less calories than what you're burning, you're still going to lose weight. But the thing of it is that you need to keep in mind, and remember I talked to you guys a couple of blogs ago about the good, the bad, the ugly of fat. Well, you can eat all the wrong things and you can be thin. But you're going to end up finding that you have higher cholesterol, high blood pressure, and how can that be? I'm thin. It's because you're eating the wrong things. So, you want to eat stuff that's going to be good for you. Alright? You want to eat a well-balanced, nutritious, and keep it a variety of choices so that you can stay healthy and energized. So that it can prevent you from getting bored and giving up before you reach your goal. So keep it a good variety. Make sure it's a balanced nutrition. That way you're not getting bored with it and it tastes good. And keep track of what you're eating on that Lose It app. Alright? It's easy that way. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I've said all I have to say about proteins and carbohydrates. Now, I got one more thing I want to say. I think I just burped. Okay, I am really flattered that I have, like, people following me and subscribing to my channel. I'm really flattered, and I want to thank you guys for paying attention to what I have to say. Give me feedback. Let me know how I'm doing in the comments section, honestly. If you have questions or concerns or comments, leave it in the comments section. If you have suggestions or something you want to see me talk about, leave it in the comments. If it's something that's a little embarrassing or whatever, send me a Facebook message, private message on Facebook. I think it's firecracker9104 at facebook.com. You can send me a private message there if you have any questions that are a little bit embarrassed about or whatever. I don't know. If you want to know what else to talk about. Also, if somebody referred you to me, will you put their name down there or send me a private message? I want to thank everybody who's getting me out there. I'm really flattered that the people are actually watching. Over 100 people watched my last video. That's freaking fantastic for me, considering my first 2 blogs sat out there for 2 or 3 weeks and not one person watched them. Now people are watching them. So I'm pretty flattered, and I want to thank you guys. Thank you guys wholeheartedly for tuning in and watching me and listening to me. So, okay, I'm out of here. I've talked too much and I've talked too long. Have a good day. Toodles!